So here we have Tito. We're gonna be actually giving him a bath in this tub today. So we have him in our tub. I'm gonna hook him up to this little secure right here just so he doesn't accidentally get out of the tub somehow. Just gonna hook him for a little while until we have to take that collar off. So I have the sprayer right here. So I'm just gonna turn on the sprayer and start by getting him damp and wet before we put that shampoo on. So let me just get the right temperature. That way it's not too cold and it's not too hot for him. So we start at their legs and kind of work our way up. Just always checking to make sure it doesn't get too hot because we don't want them to get burnt. So just by soaking down their body. Making sure they stay in that tub. Put their face back, you can cover those eyes and then get their muzzle. There we go. Tip that chin up, get their neck, their chest, under that chin. Just like that. Get the underside of that belly. Turn off that sprayer. All right. Put this towel down right near my feet. That way if he drips over the edge, that water stays on that towel. So I have the shampoo right here, just made up. So just start by spraying it over their back and then rubbing it in. You want to make sure that you're extra sudsy to get all that filth off. Good boy. Scrub with your nails. Make sure you get their feet. You don't have to get them 100% wet, just enough that way the soap spreads a little more easily. If you're doing a medicated bath, then you would only use that shampoo. But for a normal bath, you can get them wet first. You can get that tail. Belly, scrub, make sure you get in those armpits, the legs. Good boy. All right, and then the top of their head. And you kind of just work that top into those ears and the back of their neck. You don't want to, make sure you stay out of the eyes. You don't want to get in the eyes. So you put it on one ear. I normally crisscross those ears just like that. Rub them together and then scrub them in. Good boy. And then we can do under that chin. Try not to get in the mouth. Right chest. Good boy. You can spray it on your hands and get his belly. Don't mind those other dogs. They're a little jealous because they can hear us in here. Make sure you scrub under that collar. If they do have any kind of mats or things like that, you want to make sure you get those out before. Again, just making sure I test that water out and it's not too hot. I want to always make sure that it's a comfortable temperature because again, they can't really tell you if their skin is burning or not, and you want to avoid that at all costs. full feet up. And then just spray his belly. So again, put that away. So I'm actually just gonna wring him out quickly. So I just run my hands down his legs. All right, now we're gonna put some conditioner on him. So I have this conditioner right here. I'm just gonna put some on my hands actually. Just a nice glove. And then rub it in. And then this stuff, you actually have to let it sit just so it can kind of work its magic. Make sure the coat's extra soft when they come out. So you let that sit for a couple minutes. And then after that, then you can rinse it out. So I'm just gonna put this all over under his belly. Do some on his legs. I'm just taking little tiny bits at a time. Run it down his legs, down his tail. And then you can make sure you put some in their armpits and then in their under legs. So right here, down the side. Just in easy places they mat. So just again, like under their ears. I will show you where that. So head under their ears like this, just because with their ears laying down. So it's right here and then right over here. So I'm actually gonna let that sit for a couple minutes and then we'll be back to rinse it off. All right, so we're back, ready to rinse that off. So I'm just gonna start at the back and work my way down those legs as it washes down. So again, just by rinsing those legs, all the conditioner, some conditioner you actually leave in, but this one is the rinse out kind, so we're just rinsing it all out. Making sure we get those armpits under the legs. All right. So now that it's all rinsed out, we're gonna squeegee him off kind of sort of like we did before. Just by going down the back, just like this. Trying to get all that water out, come down the tail, come down those legs. You don't want to press super hard, just enough to kind of get that water out before the towel comes. That way the towel doesn't get soaking wet and then you're gonna get another one to dry them for. Boy, all right, so I'm gonna grab this towel right here, making sure I keep an eye on him. All right. So now I'm just gonna towel dry him, and then after I'm done towel drying him, we'll move over to the blow dryer. So I took his collar off for this part just because we are gonna get blow dried and I want that collar off. So I'm gonna get started on blow drying him and watch the process. So you just wanna kind of go with the hair, down and then back and forth, and then afterwards you brush them out. If they have any mats or anything, if they're a little bit older, then their hair might get a little matted, then we brush them out. But I'm gonna show you how we do that blow drying. his face, when I do his face, I'm gonna actually lower that power of the blow dryer, and I'll show you how we do that. And I just plug the ears as well. So I just open the ear up, I put my thumb right in that ear, oh, not far, but I just put it in that canal and just press down just a little bit, so that way it doesn't hurt his ear and the wind or the power of the blow dryer isn't damaging his ear. All right, and now that Tito is all dry and all fluffy, obviously I didn't do his feet completely all the way just because it is wet out, but you want to just make sure you get those armpits, the face, and under the ears especially extra dry. That way the most matted areas, or that the most commonly easy to mat areas, don't get matted, because when they're wet and damp, it dries like flat to them in a matte form. But yeah, Tito here is very good for the grooming, and he loves all the snuggles and kisses he can get, so being this close to you does not bother him at all. Not Tito.